I think I'm gold 4 right now. This is a VOD like from a scrim.
Nice. So there's more to get.
Um, yes, so I'm coming to you, trying to get better.
And wait, so what rank did you say you were? My bad, I didn't catch it.
I think gold 4.
Gold 4. Okay. And you're scrimming for a league?
Yeah, this is I'm on a team in the new NA Galeria League,
That's cool.
and
When do you guys start playing, or do you guys already start playing?
um, we have our first game Sunday.
Dope, dope, dope. And you guys, so first game Sunday, so you guys play every Sunday?
I think we play every week. This game was just scheduled for Sunday because it worked best for our team.
Cool, cool. Alrighty. So let's start it up. So you're a gold, you're an ADC, you got some scrims, you're trying to improve.
Yeah.
I like it, I like it. Alright, Olo run. Boom, boom, pow. Okay.
Yeah, the beginning gets a little scuffed.
No worries. It's the beauty of MOBA.
I always do that.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm playing horse in a ring, then I'll go Sunder, and I'll just Sunder them.
Also, I could. You want me to work on your comms too? Would you like to improve on that too? Or are you guys
Yeah,
just like kind of messing around?
No, I mean the comms will. I mean, because I was kind of taking it like a little bit serious, because I mean I'm pretty new to Smite, and then I'm also pretty new to the competitive scene in Smite. So.
Do you have any MOBA experience? Or is your first MOBA?
No, this is my first MOBA.
And what games do you come from?
I came from Apex. Played a bunch of Apex before this.
So you come from shooters?
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's fine. I mean, a lot of people do.
Yeah, Apex got a little. I was pretty good at Apex and did some competitive there, but then it got a little toxic, and then even public became super sweaty, and I wasn't trying to sweat my ass off every game.
I feel that.
Fun, so.
I'll go Sunder, and I'll just Sunder them twice, and it's over.
Alrighty. Alright. Well, do you guys do 3 camps here? Cause Olo definitely can do 3.
Yeah, but it gets messed up because I thought he was gonna drag the purple to the back camps, but he drags backs to purple, and I wasn't aware, and so
No
he loses
worries.
the green buff.
I do think backs to purple is best on a 3 camp pool. Because
Okay.
you could group it here, but then, like, why not just group it here? You know what I mean? And you're already just so much closer to the lane, and then you can abuse the pressure.
I feel
Yeah, and that's exactly what my support was telling me at the end of the game.
Yeah, no worries. Alright, so off the bat, alright, no cap. So look, all around attack range, you could literally hit from way farther back, meaning you would already be in a far better position. And low-key, I mean, this is just something small, but like I said, if you want to improve on everything, I'd be pulling from farther back. And
Farther back.
Yeah, and you could hit the side minion. Either way, this one hit, the green's gonna heal by the time you get to purple, right? So you can be back here where my mouse is, and you could pull it. Wait, are you watching this through Discord? No, you're not. You're watching it through stream, right?
Yeah, because you don't have it on
I have a
Discord
delay.
yet.
Let me put it on Discord for you.
Okay, gotcha. Alrighty.
Yeah, I want you to. So like from right here, from the edge, you could hit the side green and already pull it out. So it saves you about like a second.
Okay. Absolutely.
I actually went the wrong way. I didn't think you were.
Another thing is, yeah, and so even if you went the wrong way here, if you hit the green again, it would have stayed aggroed to you. So
he says that, or
okay.
actually we probably can't hear him, but yeah, he told me that. And, yeah.
Scuffed, bro. Scuffed it. Ah! I thought you were gonna drag purple. That's why. Yeah.
And it's all good. So another thing too. So when this is already happening, right? Your lane is scuffed. All it means is this wave. You can fight the next wave. You want to fight on your 3, so they're gonna have 2 before you. So you want to be a little bit chill when you get to lane, and then you want to play. You can still play level 3. So and it's fine. You might miss a little bit of experience, maybe 1 minion maximum. Coming back into lane this way is a little scary.
Yeah, I path wrong here, so I have to go back under, and then I probably miss like 2 extra minions.
Yeah. Because this lane has insane pressure, so losing a little bit of pressure feels kind of bad. Yeah, you miss all melees. So your 3 is really delayed, but it's fine.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you knew with Olo Run, but when you use your 1, it charges up your Olo 2. So here there's 6 minions. You should be, as soon as you pop your 2, you should be using your 1 to fill it up, and then 2 the melees, since you might lose some minions here, right?
Yeah, typically that's what I normally do. I think I don't do it a lot this game though, but yeah, typically I try to do that.
We still get pressure before shield buff comes up, so it's no big deal.
So, I mean, I know you guys are giving them. I feel like a little bit of respect here. If I was the Horus, if I was like as an ADC, I'd be telling Horus to move up on the hunter, and then you move up to be able to just left click him, and then because look, he's getting prio on the wave. Look, he's gonna hit the wave first, and what this does is it groups the wave together for both their AOE abilities to clear. So look, even this one, it's 1 auto only. But look, now look, the wave is grouped, and now if he's able, like, also you can body block this too, because I think you guys are gonna let him free cast it too. Oh no, the Horus played that well. Nice.
Yeah, the Horus is pretty good. I think
Nice gank.
the Horus is close to Masters. I believe.
Okay.
So
there's something you can do here, right? So they're going on her, right? He 2's it, which is a pretty good play, right? Because the wave was grouped, so they had kind of pressure. He 2'd to counter that, which is good. So then you auto them here. I would have autoed him and grouped this way, right? Onto the archers, meaning the melees follow me, and then you get full value from your 2 and your 1, and you insta clear. So I know you're focusing on the kill right here, which is fine. You grab the shell, but as you notice right here, the kill's over. So now the wave is grouped, which you could have done earlier, and then 2'd all of this, meaning now they have no buttons to clear. Instead, now you're gonna have to left click this for a while, and they're gonna have their CDs up again to clear the wave.
Yeah. Gotcha.
You have to be careful there. Yeah, that's one thing I was gonna say versus Zambo. Yeah. Little late, definitely late beats, but it's all good. Because tower just hits too hard in the early game.
Yep.
What's something you should have done already?
I don't know. Pop potions.
Yeah. You want to have your double pots popped here. As soon as you make a mistake, it's no worries. Right here, you should have previous, right? All good. You make the mistake, but you take accountability and you say, okay, I take this tower shot. As soon as this tower shot hits, I mean, it'd be better even before. Because as soon as you take target, both pots are popped immediately. Because you want to continue pressure. You're still in a really good spot here.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yep. Yeah, I think I popped them when we start heading the shield buff.
Nice one. You want to get minis here, guaranteed, because his best set's trying to contest. Beautiful. Nice. He jumped in. That's pretty weird. You can definitely left click there. Yeah, stay up in their face and keep left clicking. Yeah. You got this. You have double pots popped. You're untouched here. They have to use they have no CDs. You're playing really like in their face.
No, actually.
Gotcha.
Nice wing shard in 2. Nice. A nice 2 to put it in front of them to cut off their angle. Did so much damage there.
Get on this best there. In front of me.
This is one of the problems with instacast.
Get on this best there.
I'll show you right here. So look how long you hold your 3-4. From here, I would already be left clicking, and then you can just press 3 whenever you feel like, 3 left click. But here you're focusing so hard on the 3, like you're a carry in this position. Like if you're a support, right, this is understandable play. But as a carry, like you should be focusing on just making sure you're killing all of these guys. Yeah, maybe you're Pele Dice, but you're gonna get 2 kills and lane pressure, full XP advantage. Like you're playing this more like a support than you are playing at a carry. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, no, that makes complete sense. Gotcha. Yeah, I was worried about like trying to like also heal the Pele, and so I figured that saving him took priority. But I get it. I get what you're saying.
This is a fiesta left in your lane.
Yeah.
All right, one tip that I can give you off the bat as an ADC is I see a lot of ADCs do, and this goes even to higher ranks, is that sometimes you just stop autoing and use your movement, right? This guy keeps juking side to side, meaning he's losing movement on you. Just keep moving forward and stop left clicking once you're already getting to that mid range. Like I'll show you right here what you could have done. So this Bastette's completely out of position, right? All she has is her jump. So you're gonna play that, right? So here, this is good.
Stayed back.
Yeah. Here's fine. You're in left click range, but you stay max range, right? You see how you keep moving forward here without left clicking? Like now you're moving into him, so now he gets value from jumping over you. So just keep your max range here and just keep left clicking. Now you see how close you're getting into him without left clicking?
And then you can, and then you can just jump over me.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
And you see how you're shooting left click? Like here, you know the parry is going to cut him off eventually, right? So if you just get positioning over shooting left clicks and then wait for the knockup, then you're guarantee those autos over risky autos.
Gotcha. Okay.
Nice two, though. You're definitely really good with the twos. You have a good understanding of how to use all those two.
Thank you.
Double purples are up. There's no reason you shouldn't be using your one here to get pressure. You know this on her wants to back, right? So you could wait for his back and then clear. But either way, purple is up. So hard clearing here is good, right? Because he's either going to lose the wave, or he's going to lose purple, he's going to lose something here from shoving this in his face. So as soon as you kill this guy right here, you're like, okay, you should use a 3, which is a little bit unfortunate because you definitely needed the mana. But here, all right, as soon as you see that, now you think, okay, what is next, right? It's the wave. And then purple's up. Both purples are up. So in your mind, immediately you should say, I need to push this. I need to shove.
I think I didn't realize I was so low on mana, so I thought I could wait for my 2-1 and charge both.
Makes sense.
Oh, and I don't even. Oh, that's because I didn't have the mana. That's
No,
why
you were right.
Yeah, but the honor is not on her back.
You guys get the purple? Nice. You don't have kill threat here. Don't worry about these autos. I would be literally, after I pick up his purple, you're V-lining to your purple.
Gotcha. Okay.
Hi, Grazie. Hi, Timmy. Hi, Meeks. Group both camps. Nice. I grab that. I wouldn't have used my 2 there immediately. Because you get me, like, you're not going to get value of the steroid because you're still grouping the camps. So what you should do here, right, is just conserve the mana. Then wait for all of it to be grouped. 2, 1, 2. Because then when you won all 6 or 7 minions, you're going to get probably up to like half stack and then drop your 2. It immediately clears everything.
Gotcha.
That's the beauty of Olo.
Now you're good.
Pressure. You see how you did it backwards?
Hey, I still have to fucking.
I did it.
So.
And what's funny too, right? If you did a 2-1-2, you would actually still have some fuel left. Because you 2-1-2 and then the left clicks would still fuel you up a little bit from after you use the 2.
Gotcha. Yep.
Yeah, no, that's my phone.
Yeah, I've always kind of like noticed that with Oleron, where like it's like I still have like some fuel left, and I never realized why until you just told me.
So right here they get prot. That's fine. You're just trying to play your spike. How much do you need for your next item?
I think 1800.
I think that's wrong. But that's something you should know, right? You want to guarantee your spikes. You want to know your timings. Right now, like you see how you just threw it like it was a question mark. 1800. Like that's why you just tab in store, right? See how much you need, and then do the math. Like, do I need to extend for another wave, or do I not, right? And so then you can make the right decision.
Gotcha.
I think 1650 is telekines. I think that's what you're going for, right?
This guy is crazy.
It's not a good 3. The reason it's not a good 3. Go for it.
Oh, okay. So I thought he was gonna continue dashing, and so I was like anticipating him to be on me. So I 3 to like knock him up. But I get you.
Look where he started his dash from. If that man got from here to here with that dash, Kuzemba would be the GOAT.
Alright, yeah. That's a fair point.
But either way,
realize.
it's fine. And the reason I'm just saying that it's a waste of a 3 is because you might need to stay for this next wave. We don't know, right? He might stop your back until then, and then you'd have enough for your 2-1. But now that you use your 3, now you won't have enough for 2-1.
Gotcha.
This guy's really stopping my back.
It depends if you last hit it all, Mal.
Okay.
Right now, you should be just thinking about how much mana it costs. So 115. Now you have enough. It's something small, but if you're thinking ahead, it just now you know. Okay, 115. Okay, 160. 175. I got all 3 abilities, right? And then you should also think, okay, if I have to use all, I have no other spell. That's like always thinking ahead of how you're gonna combo your spells according to your mana is the next level.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because let's say this guy blinks on you right now, right? What is your rotation of spells? Is that something you should already be thinking?
Gotcha.
So the goal right now is to clear the wave. So you're doing the right outside of not wanting. As soon as you pop up your 2, you should be wanting. You mean almost every time if the goal is to insta clear.
Isabella's still in lane.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think you missed, like, you see 4 golds. You missed on definitely. All right, do you know about how tower works with the gold?
Yeah, if it gets the kill, it you like what lose a 70% or something like that. On the
So
gold?
if the tower hits any minion, hits the minion, it loses 80% of gold. So just hitting it, right? So here you lost I think about like I don't know, like 35 like roughly gold or 40 gold by just not clearing properly. So I'll show you right here. Okay, the goal is to clear here, but there's a chance that they jump you. If I would say insta clear is the goal, and then beads if this guy blinks, right? You're already thinking ahead.
Okay.
So you 2 right here, that's fine. Now you cast your 1. The reason the 1 is so important here is that it makes the minions flinch, right? And when they flinch, then you pop your 2, and now the whole wave is grouped. The whole wave is cleared before it even touches tower.
Isabella's
Gotcha.
still in lane.
And it would insta clear with the 2 after they flinch into each other.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Which would have had 2k gold, meaning you can buy, you know, whatever your item and mana pot and a ward. Up to you. He almost actually stopped her back
That
right dick.
guy's trying to stop my back a second.
So you got telekines.
1650. Yep.
Another health pot and a ward is fine.
I'm actually gonna miss that whole wave, I think.
What I would have done actually is I would have sold my health pot, bought a mana pot, and bought a ward. Reason
Okay.
being is you just got telekines, right? Which means sustain. You have sustain in your 3, you have sustain on your 2, you have sustain everywhere. Only thing is you're lacking is mana. And so mana helps in that aspect. Because mana equals sustain if you think about it.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, I don't even think I really use those health bots that often.
Who's it?
So right here, what should you be doing?
I should be charging. I should cast my. Actually, I don't know.
So yeah, you're right. You should be casting your 1 already. You should be charging it up to
Okay.
hit max range on these archers. Why? Because this minion is guaranteed already lost gold, right? So what the minion is doing is pretty much buying time for you to get to the archers. If you're casting your 1 already, that means you're doing damage to the archers that you physically could not do with autos. Meaning by the time you get there, there's a higher chance of you getting maybe 2 archers of gold when it should, you know, it might be 0. So you want to at least get these archers down to maybe half, so then you can auto them down and get some gold out of it. So let's see how much gold you miss.
Gotcha.
1, 2, you only got 1 minion when you would have got 2. And small things like that matter, especially when you're talking about 19 gold to 4 gold.
Gotcha.
Another thing that I noticed is that you get really close to the minions to auto them. And I don't mind it because I know it seems that you're trying to get Ornate proc, right? So that's why you're kind of zooming in on them, but there's no need. I think because right here, if Kuzembo and Anher show up, which they could, and your support is mid, you're losing beads and ult and everything. You might even die too with ult and beads. So
Gotcha.
there's no reason to be in that position. What I would do actually first here is as I'm moving up, there's nobody to contest this wave, right? So you don't need to immediately insta-clear. Why not walk out here, listen to see if they're on proc camp. They're not? Okay, I know this is up. And then set up a ward. By the time you come back, the first minion that you won't lose any gold or XP. You know what I mean? And this gives you a lot of valuable information, especially when Horus is not there. The information is way better. Another small thing from your UI that I see is this is too small.
Which.
It's there. It's who's alive, pretty much. So in a team fight, when you're fighting and the fight is all, you know, team fights can get really hectic. Looking at this is a big indication of understanding: are you winning the fight or are you losing the fight?
Gotcha.
So it being that small, you know, you take it, if you put your eyes up in this little corner, that means you're not looking at all of this. You know what I mean? So I think I would make that much bigger.
Okay. Absolutely.
when you're clearing these minions, are you looking at the minions?
No, I'm normally looking at the map to see if I can
Exactly.
see anybody working over this way.
So 3 people show mid, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that means the other support shows, meaning you have a 1v1 here, right?
Yes.
So let's see how you use this pressure, right? You know the support's not here. You have a 1v1 scenario. Their purple's coming up. Proc could be up. Let's see what you do here.
That's what they get for opposing.
You check
Push
proc.
straight to
Nice. What could you have done better there?
Warded before.
Exactly. Good job.
Yeah, I'm really bad with the wards, so.
No worries. But they're very important for ADC, especially since you're going to be playing in this league. It's going to help you a lot. It's everything. The wards are broken in Smite. If you compare it to other MOBAs are so super costly for wards. Well, League of Legends now, but Dota, like it's like wards are they have like a limit on them because they're actually so OP, right? Like they give you information where you shouldn't have information. So and information allows you to make accurate decisions. If you can make consistently accurate decisions, you're not going to die nearly as much. So. Another thing is too here is you're dragging the minion towards your side of purple, meaning you don't want to invade. Why don't you want to invade? I see their Kuzembo, I see a 2-level lead, I see on her clearing wave and already 70%. Everything indicates to me that you want to invade this purples, and also you had timer on it.
Mm-hmm.
So all these things should indicate, and you have shield buff on him, meaning and then when the first thing you want to do, when you went to the purple, right? First you should have been here. First you should have warded. Then you should have cleared this towards his side. Then you should have went to the purple and cleared the minis first because then he should contest. And then look for the opportunity to kill him as he's going to overextend for you to defend the purple.
Gotcha.
Another thing, how ahead are you guys in this game?
We're up 2k gold, and I think I'm up 2 level leads.
So you're up about a level and a half, truly. But the biggest indicator is you guys are up a lot of gold at 5 minutes. This is a lot. So you want to use that pressure. You don't want to play passive. The last thing you want to do is play passive with this lead. You want to apply the pressure. Another thing that I would feel very comfortable about invading this purple is you're guaranteed a 1v1 or a 2v1, right?
Yeah.
And
the payload's already moving over.
Exactly. And there's one more source of information you're not accounting for.
Because the most in mid.
One more.
Oh, but we don't. Oh, that's dead.
Exactly. So if you're able to look at all this information and process, you know what I mean, all the information, this is the easiest purple invade of your life.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think I'm
Careful with that on
like
her,
not
there.
like I'm trying to play so safe that so that I don't throw for my team that I'm not actually helping them in the end.
So one thing that I'll say about that is, as a player, as a mobile player, you want to be confident in your decisions because you're gonna learn off the. I mean, do you play sports or do you ever watch sports?
Yeah, I used to play football in high school a bunch, and
You watch basketball?
yeah.
You know, so you know about Kobe?
Yeah.
Kobe mentality. So
Absolutely.
you're gonna making the mistakes is only gonna make you a better player, right? So you have all the information here to play aggressive and make those plays. If you fail, all you're gonna do is learn. And especially since you're right now, you're gold and you want to climb up, this is the best time to do it. You want to make all the mistakes possible because you're able to get more information.
Yeah, no, I saw that.
Gotcha.
I was like, that dude's for sure dead as soon as he jumped.
Good that you're getting bastions here. I'd wait not to use your 2 on this one since it's already done. Good efficiency.
This is when I go do the award.
If you waited for your 2 there, then 1, you would have free bastion.
Yep.
Okay.
What'd you do wrong?
I didn't charge up my one. Oh,
That-
I didn't go to the back camps.
Exactly. You didn't group the camps and you didn't charge up your 1. So or you grouped them at least, but you did it backwards and you used your 2 while you did that. So I feel a little bad.
Gotcha.
Thanks, brother.
What just happened?
He de-warded where I warded.
Good job.
I don't know where he is.
Yeah, and I didn't catch on to that until I think because I ward there again.
Nah, he
Or no, my
stolen.
my horse wards there, and we see his ward.
That's what they
But that's
get for
later.
opposing master.
See if he tries.
So right here, you're giving him. What did we say about towers and gold? That you lose 80%,
Whatever they hit.
right?
Mhm.
So why are you allowing this guy to guarantee all his farm?
Nah, he it was.
That's so. I saw him walking up, and my thought was if we don't show ourselves, he's likely to just walk up into the wave, and I didn't know that the ward was there at that time, and so like I thought he would just walk up into the wave and we would get a free gank and we'd get a free kill.
No worries. It makes sense to me. I think that's an understandable approach because, yeah, if you don't show, there's a higher chance you get a gank. But you already showed on that wave, so he knows you're here. And I understand that you forgot about that ward, which is normal. That happens. But it's really good for you to not allow him. He's already mega behind. So you pressuring the Bastion / him to get, the tower to hit all these minions, it cooks all his gold. He's already so behind. So you're just going to be pressuring that. And you want to use that pressure. Why? Because your horse is sitting here, right? So you want to get something out of that. The fact that you sit here at proc camp and kind of AFK and allow him to free farm the wave is not good.
Gotcha.
That's what they get for opposing master.
See if he tries to go to. I think he's walking the. Oh, that's too bad.
Everything was kind of fine there. He's one of the 2-1. You definitely don't level the 3. The 2-1 for sure.
Yeah, I think that was an accident.
Yeah.
No worries.
I think I just scuffed it the entire time actually.
If he tries
Yeah, because you're 1. Sometimes I'd even say I level more into your 1 than I would the 2.
testing me a fucking
Gotcha.
shield buff, I'm just gonna ult him.
It's situational, but the 1 is a really good ability. This is one of his best. I mean, it's his only nuke, really.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so here I would completely pressure, yeah. I pop my 2 and wing shot on this tower. And pressure
Gotcha.
him.
Gotcha.
I might have even ulted the tower, to be honest. Because like you haven't used your ult this whole game, and so why not at this point? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To get if you're getting something out of it.
Mhm.
He wants to find me.
That's something I also definitely need to work on more. Is I don't use my ult enough as Oleron.
No
I
worries.
think I hold it way too often.
It's one of those ults. I would say it is the most complex ult in terms of usage, because it has such a long CD. So yeah, sometimes you can just use it, like freely, and then sometimes you're like, what the fuck am I like? I wish I had my ult, right? In terms so, but here you're completely respecting this on her infinitely too much.
Gotcha.
Like this guy can't. All right, for one, you see both rotators, right? 1, 2. So now you know you got a 1v1. And you're 2 levels on him with double purple attack speed. Literally, look at your attack speed. You're at 1.56 at 8 minutes without your steroid popped. When you pop your steroid, you're autoing probably 2 times faster than this guy, which is absolutely insane. In terms of an early game, it just happens to do in this situation, this specific situation, in this item spike that ends up being the case.
Wants to find me.
But here, you're just respecting him too much. I would literally be autoing. I'd be at his tower line autoing him and say, yo, you want to move up? Well, you're gonna get hit.
Okay. Gotcha.
He misses his 2, I immediately ult him.
Gotcha.
Play the jump. You see how I'd be angling hard left while autoing him because I'm playing his jump. If he jumps, I press 4. Then he presses 4, fine. Then I get his tower.
Mhm.
You have full wave advantage, and he has no clear, right? Because he just uses 2. I'd be using that to my advantage. I'd be at his tower line. Either play the
Gotcha.
purple or the tower.
Gotcha. And I was
Why is it not letting me back?
oh no, maybe it wasn't here. There was a time where the
Let him
purple
get
was
his
coming
buff
up
for
and
free. Fuck.
oh no, it was that time.
Okay, I'm on my way.
You did spend a lot of time there thinking about what you're gonna buy. That's something that you can be
Yeah.
more efficient about.
Gotcha.
Hunter should not fucking contest at all because he was half whenever I left. Yeah, he's not contesting. You guys got that?
All right, so something you could have done here is you drag this into. Well, I mean they're pulling gold, so I guess it's fine. Yeah, they got it. I would have dragged this under my tower. Reason being is
Okay.
the tower's already hitting this, right? The tower's already hitting a minion, so you would still get the XP for it, but not the gold. But it's fine, and you won't lose gold on this walking in because it's already hitting something else. So it'd just be
Gotcha.
high value, and then you'd end up clearing this either way. And then if you wanted to be even more efficient, I would hold my 1 until I bring this here, and then I would 1 this camp and the archers at the same time, meaning I get all the gold for archers, because if you won this, then you don't have it for archers, meaning you're going to lose some archer gold, right? So that would be the
Gotcha.
max efficiency for that play.
Yeah, and I think I missed that entire wave.
Yeah, you missed the whole wave. You definitely prio this over this. Rule of thumb is neutral farm over passive farm every time.
Okay. Gotcha.
So leveling order should be, obviously, I know you said you were kind of just like doing whatever, but it should be it should be ult, prio. It should be 2-1. You can kind of mix it up depending on how you feel the lane is going. The way I would approach it is, if you're dominating the lane really hard, I'd level a little bit more my 1, right? Because that guy's not going to want to stand up to you, right? Which would allow you
he's gonna
to
wanna-
hard poke from far. And then your ult is guaranteed to be is your best ability, so you should be putting levels into it because it reduces CD, and it reduces CD on your best ability is very important.
Gotcha.
Alright.
No, I don't mind that ult. Nice.
Yeah, no, no.
When you got
No
the
way
camp.
he got it, bro.
So there was a lot of micro problems here. So what happened there that allowed this guy to steal it?
I didn't use my 2 when I should have. I
You-
think because
So your best
payload.
EQ is your
what?
1, right? And you start with it.
Oh,
So
Gotcha.
what happens is if he shows, what you do is you just drop it. Just drop the camp. Literally what you do is, since you won it, which I don't mind, right? Because it's the most efficient clear to one like this. Only problem is if he shows, you have to be ready to drop it because he's gonna out-secure you. And if he out-secures you, then takes a shield buff, and now he has an advantage, a small advantage on you in a fight. But it's still not that big because you're really strong on him. So best case scenario here is, okay, I'm gonna win this to power farm.
gotcha.
But you
Yeah,
stand
that's
right
what I
here.
was-
Be-
Oh, okay.
You get me? Because this is aggro range, right? And if you get off this, like right here, that means it de-aggros, and if he's not standing within the pit, his 2 is doing immune damage to this. And then you just hit him, and now he has no 2, and now you have a huge advantage in the fight.
Gotcha. Alright.
And once you saw the ward, you should have known he was here,
Mm-hmm.
which would have allowed you to have more time to make this decision.
Yep.
Another thing too, right, is you actually kill him here. Reason being is you ulted him. He had a bad jump. He panic jumped not into a good spot. You still have your wing shard, and then if you and then you have minion already. The minion's tanking tower already for a bit. If you route like this, he's in trouble. Instead,
Gotcha.
you passively
Yeah,
you just
No
give him
way
up.
he got it, bro.
Yeah, I got the buff, and so I went back so I could get it.
But even if you got the buff, that is still the incorrect play. Because then you end up killing him, or at least pressuring his beads, or pressuring his ult, or pressuring something. Then you can just go back and get it.
Gotcha.
Okay, nice one. So what's something you could have done better already off the bat?
Pop my wing shard and then hold my 3.
That's fine, but I don't think you wing shard here. Why wouldn't you wing shard?
Oh, cause then he'll hear me and turn around and then start fighting me.
No, but that's not a bad approach. So the reason you don't wing shard here is that there's minions, right? And if he just stands behind them, you get no wing shard value, right? So
That's true.
So the most important thing to do here is pop a health pot. You know you're committing to the fight, so why not have full, you know, what the HP 5 already running. Second, so the health pot should have been popped. The knockup is fine.
Okay.
This is a good knockup. And then here, you pop your 2 and wing shard, and I'm pretty sure you out trade them because you need you can't just juke this. You need a sustain back with your autos. You have telekines, you have lifesteal. If you turn in 2 wing shard here and fight him through the on hurl, you can kill him.
Okay.
That's his
And even if you don't want to turn and fight here, which you should always, Oleron is always turn and fight because you have no movement. So if you're in a bad spot, more often than not, the best case scenario is turn and fight.
Gotcha. Then I get killed by.
The best stat.
That's the
So you've seen in only 10 minutes of gameplay how many things you could have done to have even a bigger lead when you were already ahead. How to push that lead, play aggressive, play proactive. Which if you realistically played this perfect, right? You would be probably level 12 to 12 and a half, and this guy would be like level 9.
Gotcha.
So you get Cyclops. I think that's an interesting pick. I think I would go Doom over. I would get Pen over Cyclops.
Okay.
Because
so I was. Oh,
go for it. No, go for it. Go for it. All the questions you have.
I was thinking I would go demon. Yeah, demonic grip. And in case they bought, you know, if they had more magical defense, because we had 2 magical carries. But it was like early on, and I wouldn't have enough information for that, so I just went Cyclopeans instead.
Okay, so what does Cyclops do?
It's kind of like kin size, right? Where it'll do more damage based on their health, right?
And who are you hitting?
The on her.
Does he have high HP?
No.
Boom. So that's the way you want to approach items. You want to give items an identity, right?
Gotcha.
So Cyclops, it has CD, so it's good for that aspect, but you haven't really been ulting often, right? So that would lose a little bit of value, right? And then Cyclops does do damage. It's similar to kin size, but not really. It's every 10 seconds with an internal cooldown compared to kin size is every single auto. So think about this. Do I want Pen that increases percent on every auto on the person I'm hitting, or do I want a kin size every 10 seconds? In this approach, who you've been hitting? The Onher. And the Onher has no HP, so that's a quick answer for yourself. So that's the kind of the way you want to look at items, and this goes for every item, right? One of the questions I get the most, right? Oh, do I go Joens or do I go Trans? Well, what approach are you having to the game? Are you trying to gank every lane, or are you trying to farm and stack and have a better late game build? You got to answer those questions for yourself. There is no perfect build. You can look at the best player in the game, copy his build, and if you don't know why you're doing it, you won't get value.
Gotcha.
An ally has been slain.
You have 2 decisions to make here. You're tabbing and looking at this while there is a team fight going on in your lane. That's a pretty bad approach. So let's look at the information here, right? Pale is backing, low HP. Hera is like 30% getting run down. Horus is 70%. They're all full HP. And there's a wave under your tower.
An ally has been slain.
Hera now dies. They're all full HP, other than the Bastards was at 40. I'm going to the wave here. I don't give a shit about my Horus. I give my Horus a 3 option, and I say, okay, brother, I'm going to the wave. Because you're not killing anyone here.
Yeah.
I don't think you would have made it to the archers. You maybe get the XP maximum, but it still would have been the correct approach.
Gotcha.
I would have said before clearing this so aggressively, with the information that you last had, was that there was 3 people right here. Only one of them was half HP, the other 2 were full. So before going up to clear this wave without my ult, right? Because if it's Kuzin, you don't know if Kuzin used blink or ult or dash. You know what I mean? You don't know what he used. So if Kuzin's sitting right here and just blink dashes you, you're forced to beads. Meaning you lost your beads for no reason, only because you were a little bit lazy to go ward before clearing this, and you were not going to lose his XP. The minions don't kill each other that fast.
Gotcha.
So going under, centering. Yeah, you want a sentry here? Let's see if you sentry.
I think I sentry on the high ward that he has up here.
I don't mind that. So this is the two different approaches for warding high and centering low, centering high. So if you're centering low, it's because you're playing at more of a defensive route. If you're centering high, it's because you want to play proactive and play aggressive. Have you invaded any purple? No.
No.
So I wouldn't sentry here, right? Because you're not playing aggressive, but you should be. So you should be playing aggressive and invading this purple. So this ward in theory is correct.
Okay.
Another thing
The way that I've been.
Oh, go for it.
I was just gonna say that the way that I've been playing it wouldn't be correct in this situation.
In this situation, correct. So another thing that I would think about before warding here is where were these guys just before? They were all at your purple, right? Meaning there's a pretty high chance someone warded here. So I would have sentried that, because if you do it reverse, right, it's even better. If you sentry low, kill their ward, so you know there's no ward, they have no vision here, and then you ward up here, now you got complete control of the left side.
Gotcha.
Nice, but you get the reward. He jumps on you. You're giving that guy way too much respect.
Okay.
That guy jumps on me, I'm almost pre-beadsing to kill him. That's what I probably would have done. As soon as I hear this animation, I sentry, the honor shows on the minimap coming this way, so I would already be thinking, okay, he's coming to fight, right? Off the bat. Something that you could already be thinking. On her one, on her jump, I hear it. I literally probably pre-beads here because I don't want to get knocked up, and I smash his face in with autos. And then as soon as he starts getting out of range, he's literally on top of you, right? If you're pre-beads. So I pop my 2. I auto probably then 1. No, I'm sorry. I auto start popping autos into him. He's gonna start running away a little bit because you're gonna hit him way too hard with telekines. As soon as he's as soon as he's not on top of you, you 3 him. You want to make sure to use the knock-up to guarantee your 1. That's something that's pretty cute tech with auto run.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's pulling this camp, right? Meaning you're not going to tank it. So why not move up on him, right? Instead of 50-50ing this, and you know Pele's coming, I'd be playing super aggressive. I'd be in his mouth. I'd be like, you want to hit this buff? That's fine. I'm going to shove my fucking astronaut hands in your face.
Gotcha.
Alright, so this isn't the worst play, but I don't think you're doing it because of this reason. This is a good bait. This is what we call a good bait. Because Pele is coming through a sentry spot, and you're baiting the buff. So you're acting like you want to do this, because if you ran at him straight, then he's kind of scared, right? Then he'd run away. But because you're acting like you want to go for the buff, this is a good bait. This is something good, that really good hunters do.
He doesn't know
I
you're
actually was trying to bait this.
You were?
Yeah, that's probably the only thing I'm good at is baiting.
So here, there's another micro mistake.
He doesn't know you're here.
Nice. Okay. So here you should be autoing, right? Because you're in auto range. You see how you're like kind of like not using anything right now? You're like, oh, should I one? You're thinking about your spells more than you're autoing here, right? So what I would do is I would auto him. And then as soon as he jumps, I'm casting my 1, charging it up all the way. And what is he going to do when you start charging up your 1?
He's gonna try to dodge it, right?
And what does he do by by trying to dodge? What is he doing?
He's losing his movement speed and he can't get away.
From who?
From both of us.
Exactly. So that's exactly how you're thinking. That's beautiful.
Gotcha.
He's dead either way, but maybe the Pele doesn't have to use ult.
Yeah,
I'm gonna hope that they come to
I
us.
was definitely thinking about that. I think whenever I sent the video in,
I'm on.
I saw this and I was like, I kind of forced him to use his ult there and he didn't need to.
Yeah.
All right, you're coming over to purple. Why? Are you gonna? Yep.
So he's coming to invade it, and I saw the Agni rotating over. So I thought, if the Agni actually engages, then I'd be there, and I could ult if need be and secure a kill, and if not, I just secure his life.
Excuse me. And that's a good approach. So what I would do here is you have a wave coming in, right?
Mhm.
And this Honor's
Hard
dead.
clear.
I would hard clear this with my 2-1,
Mm-hmm.
and then start autoing this tower, and use my. Oh no, you don't have my shard, and just finish this tower off. And now this guy has no safe place to be, right? If you kill this tower, this Pele has free ganks on this on her for the rest of the game. Also, you don't need to be on this purple. She's solo invading it. You got timer. You don't need to grab it. You have your own purple soon, and because you're gonna. I don't know if you know about the totems and how they work, but if you grab this purple, you don't get totem value. This purple does have totem value, so you don't need to do this. Just focus, sit here, smash this wave, insta clear it before it even touches. Go with your archers, bring this tower down. Then back, get your second relic. You probably don't even go back to purple. You smashed all of this. You reset. You grab your second relic. You come back. You clear both of these things. And now you're ready to pop. You can do gold on timer. You can do whatever you want at that point. You're in a dominating position.
I'm on my
Gotcha.
way. Okay.
Yeah, and then it was basically a waste of movement. I didn't even need to be there.
Kuzembo shows up, so that should change your directory of what you're gonna do. Agni also shows an award. It's time to back out.
Okay.
So that means you weren't looking at the minimap, right? If you think about
No,
this.
I wasn't. Yeah.
Because you did not expect the Agni to be here. It's fine. Agni's here. Now let's see how you react.
I'm out. Oh. Get on this Agni.
Do you want to be fighting Agni right now? After using your ult?
No.
Probably not. Why? One thing, Anher's coming back, right? Because you had a spike and a timer to make a play happen. Kuzembo and Agni covered the lane, meaning Hera is getting free XP and he's missing a wave. You are happy about this. The only thing you're not happy about is that you had to use ults. I would say this is a pretty preemptive ult. This is really a panic ult, I would say. Because he missed the bomb. He got the stun, but he missed the bomb. So now you look at your health, you're like, oh, I'm a Telekine Ola run. I'm one of the best turn and burn characters in the game. I would just turn and hit him and see how it feels before ulting or beads. You have 2 layers of safety net, right? You have your beads and your ult. So why use this one right away? You know what I mean? Just left click him, see how the fight feels, and then you can make a better decision.
Gotcha.
I'm out. Oh. Get on this Agni. It's unfortunate.
And now think about this. One of the what makes a good player, I mean, I guess an average player compared to a good player is that they wave micro. What does that mean? So you had a look how big of an opening you had after you cleared that. All right, let's see right here. All right, you cleared the wave. You insta clear this wave. There's only one archer. We don't give a shit about this archer. So now look where their next wave is, right? Look where their next. You look at your wave. Now look at their wave is up here, right?
Yeah.
If you were to just run away from here, okay, fine. Agni rotates. Okay, whatever. He does that. You panic ult. It's unfortunate. You start your back right now because you already see them running away. Look where the wave is still. The wave is just getting to the tier 2. If you reset, group this purple, you won't even miss any of this wave. Meaning it's just perfect and efficient micro on the waves.
Oh.
But instead now you're like, okay, let me fight for whatever reason. And now the wave is getting closer and closer, and now you have to kind of stay. If you think about it. And do you want to stay?
Yeah.
Not really. You have 1300, you have second relic, but it's fine. I don't like that word, but it's kind of fine. I mean, it's okay-ish.
Yeah, but you're
You always want to group the camps. I mean, this player's taking it, so it's fine. And if you're not going to group this camp, never just stand still and left click. Always back up, back pedal. Not only do you take less damage, you sustain more, but you get closer to the farm.
Gotcha.
Also, you're about to back, right? Why not use this wing shard? Pop your 2 wing shard, immediately clear this as you're dragging it back. You get straight to the wave, you reset, you get your ages, just infinitely more efficient.
Gotcha.
Hey, don't forget to be doing the this over here.
One, 2. Oh no, you got that one. Nice.
Brother's getting fucking.
So he sentryed again? He sentryed both, I believe. What?
He has a
Yeah.
fucking.
Double. So someone helped Kuz in sentry, I think. Okay. This guy jumps on you again, but he misses the jump, right? This is a great time to pop your wing shard and pop your 2. He cannot trade with you. You get a really good knock up. So I don't know what you're gonna do, but this is a great time to pop that wing shard, pop that 2, and just start trading with him super hard.
Gotcha. I gotta fuck it up.
No worries. You're just playing in fear the whole game.
Alright.
if you're gonna be playing Olorun, I think you should just focus on those trading. Trade every time, especially in your rank games when you're practicing or your casuals. Trade every time. Learn the in and outs of the character. Learn your spikes. Learn, okay, I'm strong here. Okay, I can turn and burn here. Okay, I shouldn't turn and burn here. Those will allow you, those limit tests will allow you to understand the character, more deeply.
On her ult.
Gotcha.
You definitely want to reset here. You have nothing. I mean, you could kill him, but the chances are is he's baiting you, right? And he's safe compared to you. He has a jump, he has a slow, he has a knockback, while you are more of a just standard. You're like a tower. Think about Olorun like a tower. The tower doesn't go anywhere. He just sits there and does damage.
Gotcha.
Is this one of your favorite characters?
He's my favorite magical ADC. Actually, I think he's just my favorite ADC. I just haven't played him a whole lot because so he was like strong at the beginning of the season, and I played him a bunch then, and I played him a bunch at the end of the season 9. But then they nerfed magical ADCs, and then it was like almost troll pick magical ADC, so I haven't really played him until recently since they got buffed.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah.
What'd you do wrong?
I didn't pre-beads. I walked up and I knew he was right there, and then so I walked up into his jump range, and yeah, he just outplays me.
If you pre-beads, you guarantee kill this guy.
Okay.
Off the jump, one of the best plays versus Honors, which you're gonna see probably a lot in your Sunday games, is that Honors are gonna jump in, right? When you pre-beads this, the Honor has two options: run away or all in, right? There's nothing else after that. So if he walks away after and tries to run away when you beads, you can't allow that because he got your beads. You gotta punish it hard. But if you pre-beads here and knock up, you guarantee kill him. The thing is you're not thinking ahead. You're not thinking, okay, this guy's playing aggressive. He pillared first, which is actually bad from him because it gives you more time to react to his jump. Most of the time you just want to jump first. Pre-beads 3, 2, 1 immediately. And then you insta kill him.
Gotcha.
No way, bro.
You would have died either way because the Bastet was there, but at least you trade him.
Yeah, I would get the trade.
You might have been able to do some magical shit if you hit every single auto with a 3 auto cancel 2-1 Telekines proc, but that's something you'll learn as you continue to play Olo.
Gotcha.
Bastet's over here as well. They're on gold.
So you're getting more lifesteal. So as you're getting more lifesteal here, right? You're thinking, okay, you're probably gonna if you go are you going Bancrofts here?
Yeah, I would go bring Bancroft.
Into Typhons?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going Bancroft Typhons, right? So what does this mean? You won't have any % pen until your 4th item. Meaning if this Kuzin or this Osiris runs at you at this next Gold Fury, you won't do any damage to them. So that is something to take into account. And it's fine. I don't mind this build up. It's just understanding what the build is. Right? Another thing too, right, is you're going into double lifesteal, triple lifesteal items, right? And you did this without even tabbing to see if anyone's building into counter lifesteal, right? Is the Bastet building Brawlers? Is the Agni building Divine? Well, you don't know. You didn't even tab to check. So something very important to do when you're going into an aggressive lifesteal build, right? Another thing to think about, right? If you're going to go Bancrofts, it guarantees that you have to go Typhons. So if they have so much time to react to your build. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, that makes complete sense.
On her no hole, and he's low as shit.
So with that,
Nice for the hero.
if I can't go the lifesteal build, would I just go what is this? Not do more.
Hey, dog,
Rod.
Yeah, there's so many builds. You can go Dumor, you can go Tahuti, you can go Poly. Bro, build is whatever you want, and it's just about learning learning the identity of the items and when you want them. Because let's say this Agni is going Divine 2nd, this Bastet's going Brawler's 3rd, your whole build is destroyed. You're not even a character. You have no sustain. So what is your character? You're just an ult and some damage. So your character went from a hyper carry, one of the best hyper carries in the game, to just an average Joe, just based off items.
Gotcha.
that's an easy gold. I'm coming.
Another thing too, right, is that remember how we talked about the Cyclops? If you went demonic here, I think you feel better about going this build because now you have pen to carry you for a while until this item comes. So,
Gotcha.
because this build could be scary, right? Let's say you do this, you go Bancrofts, and then, you know, you're tier 1 Typhons, and then you fight at Pyro, and then you can't kill this front line that's running at you. It feels really bad. And then you lose Pyro, and now you're even more behind. You can't get your Typhons online, and then the snowball just continues. You know what I mean? And you don't want to be in that spot. And to think about it, your team is rolling this game, right? Right now, like... So I don't mind this build because your team is rolling, but if your team wasn't rolling, you'd feel it much more, this build that you're building up.
Gotcha. So demonic grip second item is just infinitely better than Cyclopean.
I would say so.
Okay.
I think Cyclops, the only way Cyclops is better is if, like, okay, this support is camping my lane, and I end up I am hitting him often, and I need my ult and my 2-1 a bit up a bit more often, right? That's the way I would approach it. It's a pretty niche item, I'd say.
Gotcha.
I volt.
What do you think is the first thing you should have done here? And if you don't know, it's okay.
What's up? I didn't hear my if like froze for me. I didn't hear anything.
No worries. What do you think was the first thing you should have done here? I'll let you watch it back to this Agni.
Okay.
How you doing, Extreme?
I volt.
Oh, I should have just ulted him.
I don't know if I would have been that. That's okay. I would have said knock up. Why?
Just knock up.
Because your team
Okay.
is trying to secure this objective, right? And Agni is a great god at stealing it. So your initial thought process should be, okay, I want to interrupt him from them stealing the objective. Because if they steal the objective right now, right? Think about this. It's 11-3. 35k to 39k. If they steal this, it goes to 37k to 39. Now it's a 2k lead when you guys are up quadruple the kills pretty much. That doesn't feel good, right? So the magnitude of this guy stealing this OBJ is really high. So the importance of like all right, let's say this game was more even, I'd focus more on like, let me just kill this guy, right?
Gotcha.
Does that make any sense? Like the magnitude is more increased because you guys are so ahead that this will push you over the top while keeping them in the game.
Gotcha. No, that makes complete sense. Yeah.
Well, you end up doing it. That's good. Nice. You get the kill. This Pele, is this your team? Is this your squad?
Yeah. This is the squad.
Oh, sure. The Pele and the Hero definitely playing really well.
Yeah, the Hera is playing really well, and he was kind of trolling with the Hera pick. He said he likes Hera, but he was tired of like playing like meta characters all day.
I think Hera can be good as long as you have, you know, like the right team around it. Hera's just comp dependent. Because it seems like she's good with it, so you wanna have your players on what they're comfortable with and what they like playing.
He said he's comfortable on anything.
Hell yeah, that's the way to be.
Yeah.
What's up, Nathan?
That's what they get for opposing Master.
What are you doing wrong here?
I'm not going straight to the. I'm grouping it up wrong. I'm not going to the back camp first.
Not only that, this still has a little bit of time, right? To spawn, so it's even more efficient that you're going to grab this. Like, you feel good that this isn't up because it's like, oh shit, yeah, I get even more time to group this back. So you know what I mean? So there you go. You do nice. You do approach beautiful, and you don't pop your 2 like you did last time.
Doing my purple.
Nice, you're doing it properly here. Okay, so Honor shows up. You group all your camps. This dude is. If you've noticed one thing of this Honor, he's a goddamn apex predator on her. That's for sure. This dude jumps on fucking cooldown. And that's one thing that you want to do as a MOBA player. You want to read your opponent. Everybody, you know.
Yeah, and he read me perfectly because he was big dicking me the entire game. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, he is. This dude's level 12 jumping into a fucking 14 ult run. This dude's like absolutely a fucking Chad, dude. This guy's taking red lights. No notice.
Yep.
So one thing you want to do is you want to read your opponent, right? Every player is different. Every player plays different, you know. So this guy's been jumping off CD the whole game. So he shows face around this corner right here. Okay, you're just grouping camps. Another thing too is that you always want to be thinking is where can this on her be? He's not showing on the wave. His purple's down. Where could he be? There's a high chance, and he shows, right? Look at this little ward. If you're paying attention, he puts a ward down, meaning he's around. Someone's around. It could be Kuzin. It could be on her. Most likely it's on her.
Doing my purple.
Yeah, I saw the word in game, but I don't know. My brain was fucking on airplane mode or some shit.
You can't be on airplane mode if you're trying to be a dog. Another thing too, right? Here, this guy jumps. The pre-beat should guarantee come out because there's too many camps here. There's too much gold to fight over. You want everything here.
Yeah.
He jumps, pushes all the camps everywhere. You don't beads it, and he's gonna stun you probably off this, and then ult you.
I need it. Yeah.
And then he gets the purple. He gets you half HP. He gets your ult. This dude just raw dogged you in like 3 seconds. So how do we change this?
Purple.
I don't cast my 2 whenever he's right there. I pre-beads right now, and then once he lands, I 3, and then cast my 2, and then I start my 1 and hit him with my 1.
Exactly. You here you pre-beats, you ult, then you literally shred him. And then you shred him till he gets to the edge of the ult because you're gonna have a really good ult because he has no jump, so he has no way out. He has to press 4 when you press 4 and go to the edge. Then you pop autos into him. Pop, 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 pop. Once he gets to the edge, you knock him up. Pop, 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 pop. Then you cast your 1 as he's running away. Because he's going to have to run away. Trust me.
Gotcha.
Instead, this guy actually played it really well. He focused all the camps. He got like half the camps.
What?
Only thing is he's going to miss a wave for this. Because it's an Oni wave. If not, he would have been able to get to the wave too.
Bro, just.
This is not a bad play from you, though. To go grab green. I think green would have been the play. Grab green, grab speed to make up for it.
I don't have ult though.
Because this fight is over, right? You can
Yeah,
look
I
at this
should've
and
done
say
that.
it's done.
I think we get Pyro right here.
Yeah, but they would almost get it without you. 2 dead, on her's left. They don't have much contest here.
Bro, so fucking lucky.
What's something you could have done here?
Oh, cast my 2 and start hitting the Pyromancer.
Well, you're not in range, so it'd be immune. Something else.
Start my 1?
Hook the homies up, man. So little heal
the
towards.
heal?
Yeah,
I
little
think I do
heal.
right now. Oh no, I don't. I thought I did. Whoops.
It's all good. It's all good. Another thing is it gives you prots, right? And it gives your team prots. So it's really good right before they're gonna tank an OBJ, giving your like if you guys do this properly, you're actually full health after this because Horus would tank it. And you would heal him with your 3, and he'd have a ton of prots. Then you regroup. Then Horus heals everybody. And instead, everybody's full health coming out of this. You could probably even do big from how good your comp is here.
Gotcha. Yeah, I thought I healed.
And you always want to be as efficient as possible. That's always what you're thinking. How can I be more efficient? Even when you feel like you played the fight perfect, there's probably something you could have done better.
Gotcha.
It's very, very rare when you say, I played a fight perfect, and it actually is perfect.
Yeah, no, I definitely know that there's a lot to work on.
2-1. 2-1-3. 2-1-3-2. You take 0 damage, and you're like up to here.
Gotcha.
I didn't even hear it to be honest. Oh.
There you go. You got the 2.
Yeah. Fucking 17 minutes in.
It's all good. We take it. Also, another thing is, what's giving you MP5 right now?
I don't know. Oh, the procs, right, from Gilded Arrow?
That is giving you mana, but you have Totem, right?
Yep.
You know how Totem gives you mana? So so why not transfer that into your 3 that'll sustain you up while you're under tower resetting the Totem.
Gotcha.
Once that guy misses his 2, you have free cast on left clicks. Just trade left clicks with him. You will win. And another thing, as a hunter main, this is the way you think. I hit more autos than him. If you're not thinking like that, you're playing the wrong role.
Gotcha.
He's at the. He knows you guys are there. He's counter warded both of my stuff. Yeah.
Another thing I'm starting to notice too is that you're really focused on casting your 2. Just focus on your autos. Breathe. Autos, 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 autos. Okay, they're running or I have a stun. Okay, I'll pop my 2. That's when it is. But autos, everything is autos.
Okay, gotcha.
You see how everything is not autos for you right now? You're just thinking, okay,
Yeah.
he's 1 HP. I'm gonna use a spell. Fuck your spells. Autos. Look at your build. Your whole
Gotcha.
build is based around autos. If you had Doom Orb and I don't know, Coin and Tahuti, you know, just then I'd understand. But your whole build is based around autos. Make sure you're autoing.
I think I dropped this kill.
How many spells have you? I don't think you've left clicked once here.
Yeah.
Bro.
Oh my god! I mean, you're getting griefed by the game though. you're getting zooed on right now, bro.
Okay, as long as I wasn't the only one, because I think right here I'm like, what the fuck are these animals? I mean, I still should have killed them a lot earlier, but yeah.
All right, so here.
Yeah, I should have killed him.
One
right
left
here.
click.
And he's dead.
No worries. That's fine. You weren't able to get it. But look how you're just trying to cast other spells. It seems like you're not confident in your autos. Bro, what's your DPI?
1100? 1100.
1100 and in-game sense?
I don't know off the top of my head.
No worries. I would tweak it. A little. I mean, I don't know what tweak it. Just mess with it a little bit, and then if you don't like it, you can come back to your original one. But see if you can feel a little bit more comfortable with a different sense. One thing that you can do is go in jungle practice. The Odin bot going back left to right. If you're not hitting 100% autos on that, you can just keep working on that. Keep working on that, and then be just focus on just hitting those autos, especially on these characters that are super auto reliant, right? Like Olorun, this guy he's just an auto machine. Like if you want to go more for abilities, which it seems like you are, right? Like, you know, locking on her, play the Neith, mess with the Uller, mess with the Chiron, mess with the Dusa. But I'm sure you can figure it out. That's why we're working together on it.
This fucking
Yeah.
Another thing here is you get stunned and you panic.
Yeah, I definitely.
I know the zoo's cooking you and your brain's already all over the place, but you can't panic. It's okay that, you know, all this shit happened. I mean, some weird stuff happening, but, you know, just take your time and left click everything. Anytime you feel body blocked, you feel stunned, if you're not holding left click this shit. Yeah, kill that shit. This guy 2s you, that's fine. You turn and just keep left clicking and then drop your ult. You see how you're like running? The goal is always run away, not left click them.
Gotcha.
And then this is a panic ult, but that's fine. And I'll give you a tip here. Usually, Agni, you want to Aegis. If there's like this bomb right here, right? I mean, it got slowed down by the Ola ult, which is pretty cool interaction. But if you Aegis this, like Agni can't physically kill you.
Gotcha.
I don't mind you still trading left clicks here.
Yeah, that's another thing is I don't use my. I know for a fact I'm not using my relics as much as I need to, and also when I do use them, it's most of the time not like in the right situation.
Okay, and we can work on that, right? So how do we change that? So the worst relic usage happens when it's reactive, right? The best relic usage is when it's proactive, right? It's like, oh, if this happens, I'm gonna use this relic. So what I would say to do is have like a rule of thumb, okay? So on her stuns me, Agni stuns me, Bastet Cat, Kuzembo 3. If I feel those spells and I am not in a good position, I'm going to use relics. And most of the time, you'll get good value instead of, you know, getting good value only 10% of the time. At that point, if you do it based off that rule of thumb, you're already up from 10% to 50%. So
Gotcha.
Allowing yourself to already have that in mind and be like, okay, I'm going to look at their spells. All right, these ults, these things bother me. I'm going to use relics when I feel this. Same thing for Aegis.
Gotcha.
Like Aegis is an interesting one, right? What is your best Aegis here? It's Agni bombs and on her ult. So when you see that, use it. It's better than not using it and just having it up the whole game.
Gotcha. Yeah, and then I got fucking. This is.
So what is one thing that's happening here that okay, look how much gold you have in hand, and you've been fighting for a long time. Imagine if you just backed and spent your gold somewhere before, and then you're fighting with this spike, then it feels good, right? But like right now, fighting with 3k gold and you're continuing to extend your life out here to get a beacon versus a Kuzenbo you're never gonna kill because you have no items.
Gotcha.
Kind of getting this shit for free.
This guy actually kill you. Kuzenbo's broken.
He was yeah, he was about to. I had to back off.
You want to get your reset off here. Another thing too is as you're approaching this Kuzenbo, you should be thinking, okay, wait, what was your name again? I didn't catch it.
Reese?
Reese. So you have to think to myself, okay, Reese, I went Cyclops earlier, and I know it was for cooldown, but I don't have pen right now. So when you already have that established in your subconscious in the back of your brain, you should know when you see Kuzenbo, you see red. You can't hit that guy. That guy is a no-go. So that allows you to think, you know, so it's already like settling in the back of your brain. Oh, okay, when I see Kuzen, when I see Osiris, I can't hit them. I don't have pen.
Gotcha.
With my science, even this primitive tool will serve.
Alright, I'm going to start skipping to some team fights so we can break down some team fights. Because I broke down a lot of the laning phase for you, a lot of the little things that we can work on the micro. Alright, so we're grouping for Pyro here, right? You have no beads. That's a big alert for you. You finally got some pen online, so you can't hint some front line. So let's see how... Alright, let me go a little farther back. Okay, we're grouping for Pyro. No beats for 22. What's something you could already be doing? I can coach anyone, Nathan. Go for it.
Autoing.
What is your longest range spell?
My 1.
Exactly. So why not look at your mana? You have full mana. Why not just use it to poke? These guys are in poke range. So I would be casting my 1 behind the rock, come out and toss it wherever. If it lands, perfect. If it doesn't, who gives a shit? You have 1600 mana. That's the way you should be taking this approach here.
Gotcha.
Especially before a pyro, right? Where everyone wants to be full health, everybody wants to be ready, and if you make people uncomfortable with your 1, I mean that feels good.
Gotcha.
You see how that Harrow's doing it right there? The Harrow's just casting the 1, and if it hits, fuck it, it hits. If not, I mean, who cares? I have infinite mana.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with getting an auto range right there. You have no beads, and you're almost frontlining if you think about it, right?
Yeah.
Look, that's why that's why I wanted you to press your 1, because like your 1, you can shoot it from safe range. Your autos with no beads here is a scary place to be.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
And then as a backliner, especially with no beads, you want to play off your front line, right? There's no point of your front line building tanky items if he has no damage behind him, right? If he's not tanking, then he's getting no value from his items, meaning he's no value from his rolls. So as a team, this is a scrim. You're in a group environment. You want to allow this Wukong and this Horus to, you know, push up and give you information, which is really important because you don't know who's back there. You get pushed. This is a really bad fight. Horus peels you out. Kuzen ult. 1 kill happens, right? This fight is good. This is alright. This fight already, from this moment on, you should already think, okay, this is a good fight. They used Kuzen ult, and on her died, and I took no damage, meaning okay, now it's time to ult, right? Because this fight is already good, so you don't want to go without ulting here.
Gotcha.
Nice knock up. Alright, you're having a problem right now. What is the problem?
I was looking for the Bastet, and I couldn't find her, and so like I didn't have a target, and I should have already ulted.
Correct. You're walking around too much, looking at people. Just find one person and just start putting damage into them. Best case scenario, you're hitting a backline right now, but unfortunately sometimes you won't be able to do so. So you want to just pump damage to this guy. This fight's already pretty damn good for you. So this guy wants to zone you. All right, let's brawl. 2 people dead, and now your impact in this fight was almost 0 if you think about it, right?
Yeah, I think in like almost all these fights I was kind of just useless almost.
Like I wouldn't even mind if you just ult this Olo and just confirm the kill. which wouldn't be the best case scenario, right? Because a best case scenario is you hit a 4 or 5 man ult and your team just blows the fight wide open, which you actually did have an opportunity to do, by the way. So I'll tell you
Yeah.
when.
I'm here.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Right here.
No, I'll tell you when. Right
Oh, okay.
here.
Gotcha.
If
yep.
you ult here, it just gets value, right? Because you're gonna this Kuzan has no 4 to get out, so you can literally wail on this guy for your full ult duration, and he can do nothing about it. Not only that, the Bastet can't jump back into the ult. She's about to jump forward, and because the ult is placed like boom, boom. She doesn't want to jump back, meaning she just cooked. She just has to stay here and get cooked. This Kuzan dies. This fight is great. This would have been your best value ult here.
Gotcha.
Instead, you're like waiting for this opportunity. You have to ask yourself, you know, sometimes you just let it rip, and you're gonna learn. Instead of you're holding it and waiting, and then you don't get to learn because you didn't make the mistake.
Gotcha.
That's what they get for opposing master.
Yeah, and then Osiris would have jumped right into it too.
And then this is something that I want you to learn from here. All right, the on her dies, right? That's their carry. You can kind of look a little bit, glance at the HP bars real quick, and be like, damn, this fight is really fucking good. So this is a trigger, right? Because I want to ult, because your ult should be the game-breaking one, right? I'm the GOAT ult. But the fight already is almost won without it. So now you can loosely shoot it out. You get me?
Yeah, absolutely.
They get for opposing master.
I'm here.
An enemy has been slain.
At this point, just pull the OBJ. If the Osiris wants to contest, your boy should come back. I mean, let's see. It looks like they're about to kill Kuzan. Okay, boom.
Give them the right.
So now you want to ask your team as a hunter, right? You're the objective damage, you're the structure damage, you are everything for the team in terms of sieging, right? So you want to ask your squad, because I mean, it doesn't seem like you're the shot caller. You know, as an ADC, I don't think it's the best to be a shot caller. I think it's best to feed info. You want to ask your team, hey guys, what do we want to do? So you know where to go, because right now you're like in a dance. You know, that you want to say, hey guys, what do we want to do? It doesn't matter if it's right or wrong. It's about doing everything together. So if you say, hey guys, what do we want to do? They say mid tower, you run straight over. They say, hey, let's do fire. Okay, I'm already here. I'm waiting for you guys. You get me? Instead of right now, it just feels like, you know, we're bouncing in between.
I'm away.
Yeah.
Do we want tower or pyro?
There you go. Nice.
We can do both, right? Wait,
You're fine to tank here with this build. You always want to tank OBJs with this build.
we can.
Gotcha. Okay.
Especially with your 3. Your 3 full lifesteal, 2 bomb 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 3 auto drop your 2. Your lifesteal just shoots up. Another older run tip I can give you is you want to wait till you take some damage on an objective, whether it's gold, pyro, whatever the hell it is, to use your 2 damage to lifesteal. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The actual beam itself.
Yeah, because it life steals off of each hit, right?
Any damage you do, and that goes for any character. Well, I mean, I guess it's magical, so it's kind of niche, but yeah.
Gotcha.
So like for example, Soul, right? If you're half HP, you go hit gold. I mean, you're like full HP, you go hit gold. You know, you get it to like 60%. Now finally, you're like you yourself as Soul are like 70%. Now it's a good time to pop your 1. Get up a little bit, and now your left clicks, and now you're fired up. You know what I mean? You'll see it. You know, it's just really efficient to do.
Gotcha.
Small efficiency things here. You see this wave grouping, and you're already gonna lose gold. Yeah, just start casting that 1 already, and then you can shoot it through the whole thing instead of waiting to auto all of this. It guarantees kills all the archers, and the melees end up being 1 HP.
Gotcha.
Group the camps. You could actually do the trio group to here. Only thing is, it is risky here. Reason being is you don't have enough information on the map.
Yeah,
Nobody's showing on the wave, so there's a chance there could be 3 people right here.
Gotcha.
But when you do have all the information, the trio group is really good.
Gotcha.
You hate your one ability. That's for sure.
I swear I use it more often outside of this. I don't know what's going on in for this game.
It's all good,
Specifically,
but it's
but-
good that you're getting scrim time because sometimes you do just act different when you're in a scrim. It's different. It's you go from playing relaxed in a ranked game where you know whatever you're just trying to improve, and then in a scrim environment you have people expecting things from you, and that makes it different. It makes you think different, but that's why it's really good that you're getting the experience because you're able to feel the pressure. And yeah, I'm doing a lot of stupid weird shit that I don't normally do, but it's okay. Maybe next time I'll have that in the back of my head.
Yeah. Yo, no, definitely. I'm definitely gonna be thinking about all this
I'm
stuff now.
knocking him coming that way.
I would be pretty scared to show on this wave. Actually, I lied. 3 showed mid. I wasn't paying attention. Alright, let's go to this FG fight.
I don't know what we want to do here, but I'm over here.
So the problem with Olorun is that he doesn't have any catch. He doesn't have any movement. So usually you want to follow your CC because that's how you pump damage. You look at Olorun like I said earlier, like a tower damage. You're just a tower. You do a lot of damage to anyone around you. The only problem is you need people to be around you. So you just follow your CC'er. So if you're following Horus behind him, he gets a stun. Bomb, 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 bomb. Like you pump a lot of DPS.
Gotcha.
Oh, those ulting. You don't have to go in it. You can take the approach. You can get a read. I would say most of the time this is kind of risky unless you're, going from Phoenix to Phoenix or you're going to end the game or you're going to go do an FG. This is a team fight he's ulting in. You can look more to, get a read on the fight yourself. Here
Gotcha.
you're just following. It ended up being pretty good.
No way that didn't hit her. One more.
It looks like a pretty ult to me.
Yeah.
And the first thing you're thinking is the 3. This is the last button I'd be thinking right here. Because for one, the 3 animation is pretty long. And obviously the DPS doesn't make up for the animation. So here you want to be just pumping damage. It's either you're pumping damage and holding ult for a turn and burn, or you just let the ult rip here. I think if you let the ult rip here, you're getting Kuzin ult, you're getting Bastet jump, you're getting Osiris ult, you're getting On Her jump, and you're probably getting Agni dash. That fight seems over to me you know what I mean. Instead you hold it and then the fight gets a little weird.
No way that didn't hit her.
Gotcha.
That's what they get for opposing Master.
Fire, fire, fire.
Fire is the right call here. Bait him in. There you go. Nice little heal. It's up to Hor. You can tank. There it is. Bomb, bomb, bomb. You don't need to. Yeah, no worries. You didn't know then. Reset out to you. Yeah, yeah.
One, man.
So
Yes, I didn't see him leave the Pele.
So here, it's fine, but you could just look right away. Look at the FG. Immediately looks at you. You should be looking at your health bar. You see this pop. You're like, okay, I need to start moving side to side.
Yeah.
One, man.
And now this fight gets really, really scary.
Yeah. And then I go back in and take more fire damage.
Yeah, but here you should just ult this Kuzin. It's just high
Gotcha.
value. You just take this guy out of the fight. The fire is ulted as well.
They are unstoppable.
Alright.
Here as an ADC, I'd be asking my team, so what are we doing? We're doing fire or the fight? And I'm sure your team would yell at you, we're fighting, right? Because that's what they're doing. So then you're allowed to just make a better decision. Stop looking at this FG.
Gotcha.
On a rampage.
Nice stun. This is a good ult time.
Yeah, I'm just holding it way too much.
Yeah. Which is fine. But that sometimes that happens to a lot of ult players. I've done a couple ult run coaching, and
Okay.
that's usually what ends up happening.
Gotcha.
So the fire, which I like.
What do
Let
you
me
want?
see this ult. Yeah, they're coming in.
Now?
As an all-around player, you never ask when do we need the ult? You fucking let it rip when you feel is best. One thing that, like I said,
Gotcha.
that I want you to work on is just be confident in your play. Be confident in your autos. Be confident in your ult timings. If you fuck up, that's what bro. I've been playing MOBAs for 13 years. I fuck up every day, but that's what makes me good. Is that I'm willing to learn every second of the game. I will make every play. I will make mistakes, but I'm going. That's what you want.
Gotcha.
Nice 2 there. You see, that was a really good fucking 2. Your boys are fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. They're
There's a
getting
bit
out.
of it.
Your horse is good. You should follow up off him a lot.
Yeah. He we've already been like talking a little bit, and hopefully I can get some more advice from him.
There's something you could have done here. What is one thing you're about to back right now? Should you back?
Yes.
The answer is no. Now find out why.
Okay. Okay. Oh, is it because of all the farm that's up?
It's part of it. There's some.
Oh, we don't know where it.
Don't
I don't
worry.
know where
I'm
anybody
here
is
for you.
at.
Look, you have your level 19 and a quarter. They all just ran away. You just got FG. What do you want to buy? You want to buy a starter, but you can't because you're 19 and a quarter. You're missing this XP. You group these 3 camps. You get Ornate. You get upgraded beads, and now you're coming at a base with a starter. Instead, you're gonna back. You're gonna go farm. You're gonna realize, oh, I can't buy an item. Then you're gonna go farm. Come back. You're just eating at your fire timing.
Yep. And that's exactly what happened too.
Yeah, I'm sure it happens. I already read it.
Yeah.
And you're gonna sell that? Nope. Incorrect.
That's fucking.
And this all goes back to here. You finish this, and you're not proactively thinking. Right here, you should be like, okay, am I gonna back? Okay, I am gonna back, but what am I gonna buy? Well, Ornate. Oh wait, I'm level 19. I can't buy the Ornate. You see how that process of elimination just happened right there?
Yeah.
So you gotta question everything you do.
Gotcha.
Oh, I have those.
And so you guys are about to siege without your biggest spike. Which ends up being okay because you guys wiped them.
Yeah. Yeah, my teammates are just really good at this point.
Your team is cooking.
Oh!
One thing I've noticed as well is how many times have you tabbed this game? I think maybe once.
Okay.
I literally have no
Yeah,
clue what any of those guys have for items. This Kuzembu could be building full damage and I wouldn't even know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's really
Yeah.
important to understand what you're building, to understand how to play fights, to understand everything. Everything is in the tab menu. It's all math. Sometimes it can be overwhelming, but you just always try to pull one little thing from it and just build from there. You can tab and be like, hey, Agni has no divine. Look, but he does though. Look, watch. Be like, right here, whatever. Agni cast on you, right? I don't know. That was before. Okay. Be like, oh, Agni does have divine. Okay, I should be scared of Agni. When I do get hit by Agni, I should understand my lifesteal is going to be significantly less, meaning my turn and burn is significantly worse. So this is something you can take from the tab and be like, oh, okay, this is how I will, approach the fights.
Oh!
Another thing you said, oh, I'm dead off 2 Agni bombs. No way. If you tabbed, you'd see this guy is level 17. This guy has 3 items and against your 5 items. No way. I look at the Agni bomb, I'm like, bro, those are little meatballs, bro. I eat that shit for breakfast.
Gotcha.
All right, we're gonna go to the final element of
5 seconds.
comp smite, sieging. Nice.
Yep.
Horus ult. You can tell your Horus that I said he should bring the minion wave in for backdoor protections.
Gotcha.
I have 5 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 seconds.
He ults. Okay, you guys are looking at siege. Remember, 2600, no starter. This could be very influential on how this fight's gonna go, but we're gonna take the fight as it is. What are you doing that we talked about earlier?
I'm not using my steroid, and I'm not using my ult, and I'm getting in like a danger zone.
Exactly. That's what I wanted. We're going in a danger zone. You're going in their face to max range autos. Like, for close range autos. You don't need to. You can stand really far back. I swear Oleron has an extra like inch on his autos. But like you can just stand right here and just pump whoever's in front of you. You got your items. You guys are way ahead. This guy blinks in front of you, bro. You start popping them. Pop, 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 pop.
Gotcha.
Wait, let me go back because it just starts lagging. Yeah, because I keep pausing. But yeah, so I'm gonna break the fight down
5 seconds. 5 seconds.
live for you.
Gotcha.
I'm looking at this Kuzin. All right, pop, pop, pop. Okay, we're focusing bird. Okay, I'm a little bit out of position. I pre-beads. I ult. I'm still focusing Phoenix, guys. I'm still focusing bird. I'm focusing bird. I got bird. Who we looking at? Okay, we can go next bird.
Okay, I'm coming.
You see? But you see how you're the last one to do it? Look at the rest of your team. Your whole team is already running mid. You're the sieger. Without you, there's nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a little late.
I'm bombing this. It's fine. Even if you know you're already doing it, it's just good to say. Now your team is like, oh, maybe we burn this a little bit faster. It's just good to just always, anything big like this of information, just give it to your team. Your team will do a lot with it. Sometimes they'll do
Gotcha.
nothing. Sometimes they'll do something. Better something than nothing.
Gotcha.
They might have not bombed that second bomb if they knew you were bombing that one. Make sense?
Yeah.
Another thing is, let's look at your positioning right after you bomb this.
It's a little late.
Way out of position.
You're literally you're like slapping this Phoenix with your literal hands. You're like slap. Why not position farther back? Look, let's look at this approach from the back. All right, you olo ulted, you used your bees, you got the bird. Are you happy?
No, because I used a bunch.
Well, but you got the bird though.
Mhm.
So that's the way you gotta look at this. Be like, okay, I used everything, but I got the bird. Hey guys, I don't have beads, I don't have ult. We can continue sieging, but keep that in mind, right?
Okay.
So you could tell your team that, but in your mind, you gotta remember, yo, I have nothing. I am scared here. So this next bird, I'm gonna make sure I stay safe. I'm still a lot of damage here, but I am very exposed.
Okay.
If you're already thinking this, right, you wouldn't be moving up to one that guy max range, you know what I mean? If you were thinking this, when you walk up to this bird, you throw your bomb and you reposition to the right side. If you were thinking this, you would look at top right and be like, yo, there's 5 people still alive. Yeah, we got the bird and I used all my resources, but this is still a 5v5 and it's still a losable game. You see what I mean? So the preemptive thinking is going to allow you to make more accurate decisions. So that's one of the things that I would say continue to work on. Good ages. Those decent ages, but good turn and burn. Nice too. Your team is looking to keep fighting. You can sustain. You can use your 3. Keep left clicking this. Another tip that I'll give you for Olo run is if you 3 these minions, it's better to left click them and get the lifesteal than to 3 them. So 3 away from them, then left click them, you'd be up to like 70%.
Gotcha.
Good heal on the Wukong. This is as a hunter's job, in my opinion, is ask your team, hey guys, what are we doing here? You got the both birds. You're the damage. You ask yourself, team, what are we doing here? If they say fight, I mean, you fight it to the death and then say, okay, that was the wrong call, right? But you should always be like that background voice, like, hey guys, what is our goal again?
Gotcha.
All right, guys, and then because if you ask right here, hey guys, what's our goal? And then you know the main shot caller is allowed to think and be like, oh shit, you're right. Retreat, guys. Now everybody's on the same page. You know, you help the shot caller in a way. And if the goal is retreat here, look at your resource bank right here.
Mm-hmm.
You're running into a fight with no arms.
Mm-hmm.
My boy's about to just start headbutting people. What's another thing you should be thinking about that should be a bigger reason on why you want to retreat?
Oh, fire's about to come up.
That's a good one. There's one more.
I don't have my beads or Aegis. We're all pretty low.
One more. Dig deeper.
The enemy should be pretty healthy because they were all life stealing.
Dig deeper.
Oh, I'm at 3,200 gold and I haven't bought my starter.
There it
my
is. Exactly. So I tell my team, hey guys, good luck getting out. I'm in base. That's what I'm telling my team
Okay.
there. Even at a comp level, I'm telling my boys, yo guys, good luck.
Gotcha. Okay.
¿Cómo está la cosa, PB? This is also called the help a friend syndrome.
Yeah. I definitely have that issue.
So this is the way you look at it. What are you on this team? What's your role?
To burn the objectives and yeah, burn the objectives for the most part.
So yes, but the way you look at this is you are an ADC, attack damage carry. You are a carry. You are a hyper carry Olo run. So as a hyper carry, you have to what? You have to carry these guys, right? So how are you gonna carry them when you're fighting with no beads, no ult, no items? You can't carry. You stay. This is the Horus's job to stay around and support. This guy has full tank items. He has support items. He has support relics. Like you're helping. I mean, this guy's job is to stay around, make sure his carries get out. You're
Gotcha.
doing the help. You're doing the support job. You're staying around with no beads, no items, no Aegis, no ult, and you're like, hey guys, yeah, I'll shoot an auto and a heal your way, and hopefully you live. Oh wait, I'm dead now. So now they have no carry. You know what I mean? You're not fulfilling the job. As the help a friend syndrome actually makes it where you're not doing your job.
That's what
Gotcha.
they get for opposing master. I mean, just
You guys actually stay around BFG. This is so true. I love it though. Yeah. Looks like you guys got G. Yeah, 4,500, bro. You could have bought a fucking 2 houses, bro.
Yeah.
I love it though.
As fast as the speed of sound.
I want to see what you buy here. Do you feel like upgraded beads was the best? Why did you get upgraded beads? I'll ask you a better question.
Because I know that it'll give me the utility for it. You know, whenever like I do need
What
it
does
in that
upgraded beads do?
situation. Gives me the cooldowns.
What does it do with cooldowns?
It's I don't know the exact numbers on it, but I know it'll cool down my my abilities that I use.
Okay, so
Whenever I use
it'll
it.
reset it by 3 seconds. So that's something to think about. I mean, is Olorun even that good with resetting your CDs by 3 seconds? I mean, another
Not
knockup.
really.
Your 2 won't get value because it usually doesn't reset the CD because when it's already casted. Your 1, I mean, maybe you get another Kamehameha. I mean, it's not bad. I'll say that, right? It's just the way I would look at it. I would upgrade my beads to tier 2 for the CD. I would upgrade my Aegis fully because Aegis is very important all around. Then I would buy a red pot. And that would be actually the most efficient of all your golds. So I just wanted to, question you. Okay, why are you doing this? Because that's something you should be doing to yourself. Hey, why am I'm buying full beads? Not just because I have the gold, but why am I doing it?
Okay, gotcha.
If you have a reason why, you'll learn. If you don't have a reason why, then you'll just do things because it's comfortable, because it's easy.
Gotcha.
When you're
That makes
uncomfortable is
sense.
when you learn. What did you miss by here? I'll show you.
Oh, I could have just waited for the red pot.
Exactly. And red pot is very, very, very OP right now. Because since they lowered all the power, red pot sustains its power from previous patches. And it's really, really
Gotcha.
good. So we're going to go to the last team fight here. You're sieging. You got EFG. 2 minutes. You're in a great spot here. What are you not doing that we talked about earlier? And if you don't know, don't worry.
Yeah, no, I'm not certain. I think it's that I'm not using my abilities correctly, and then I'm trying to, like, I'm putting myself in a bad spot.
That a little bit, but it's also the ones. You had it on CD, which is fine. I think you actually did it, and I didn't catch it. But I want you to just keep looking for those ones. The ones are pumping at this point, especially if you're hitting a backline. They could crit for like 800. Like, why not cast a spell? You know what I mean? That's always the question. And then it's the one that keeps you out of range. You see how you're trying to 2 someone at the chance of losing your beads for like what, like 1 damage? Like, nobody's gonna sit in that. Like, and
Gotcha.
look where you're standing. This Bastet ults you lose beads, maybe die. This Kuzembo blinks, lose your beads. You're frontlining. Look, you're in front of your Horus right now, right?
Yeah.
So let them, as an
Gotcha.
auto run, you gotta let your tanks bait stuff, find opportunities, then you follow up off that. You yourself finding the opportunity as auto run is nearly impossible.
Gotcha.
Nice knockup though.
Like I was doing.
That was nice. And now you're pretty low. Life stealing a little bit. Yeah, you guys can just chill. You got other birds pushing in. You can just sustain with your 3 and EFG. That's all Agni bombs. Group and heal. Nice. You can re-siege. You got left bird. You can sustain. You should be telling my team, hey team, let me sustain here.
Gotcha.
I remember what I said? You want to left click over 2.
Gotcha.
Look how much you're sustaining. Literally 160, 172 per auto. Now you're back to full. This is perfect. You don't even need the wave realistically because you guys have EFG. So Wukong just TP'd back. This is a great timing for you guys. 4v5. Look for that big boy ult now.
Gotcha.
You have all your relics. This is when you should be thinking, I'm going to dump everything here. And when I mean dump everything, meaning you pop your ult, any CC that comes your way, you need to beads it and just make sure you're pumping all your damage in. So Hera says,
Gotcha.
oh fuck it, I'm going first. Alright, there it is. YOLO ult. You select. Alright, we're gonna watch this back. So Hera gets a good ult, forces Agni dash. You pop your ult. Even if your ult the Osiris, look who's right there.
The honor.
You rather crit this guy for 88 in auto or hit this guy for 3 or 400 in auto. That's the decision you gotta make as a carry.
Gotcha.
And look, he's in auto range. If this guy's autoing you, but you're autoing him, you see how that's a mistake? And if you think about the damage, if you look at it like on a graph of how the damage is being shared here, it is net positive for on her by 1 billion. You finish bird, okay. Look how you go straight for an ability. You could have autoed the on her there a bunch of times. Instead, you're doing 167 per tick on a 2 when you're autoing for 8 or 900.
Gotcha.
Nice knockup. You're definitely good with the 3. You understand the usage of the 3. GG's. Well, Mr. Reese, you have any questions?
No, I got a bunch of notes down, and I definitely understand that I need to be autoing a lot more as Oleron. I think sometimes when I play him, I get it into my head that like he's a mage, and I want to use my abilities more. But he's he's an ADC. He's an auto attack ADC more than he is an ability.
And remember that comes just down to whether your spells. That just comes down to your build too. Remember, you build 3 rings, you want to be left clicking. You build 4 4 high power Tahuti, Boog, Doom Orb. Okay, you cast your 1 and your 2. That makes sense. So it's based on your ability, on your item choices.
Gotcha.
Alright, my man, it was a pleasure to coach you, bro. Hope you learned something.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it all.
You already know it, man.
Yeah.
Take care, brother. Stay safe.
You too. Thank you. See ya.
See ya, man.